Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to today's flight. We seem to have a little bit of a problem with elevatics, so give me a second here to sort that out. I'm having a little bit of an issue with elevatics. Elevatics just isn't loading for me. So yeah. Welcome to today's flight. Once again, I'm flying the MD-11. I really need to get a hold of more aircrafts here in X-Plane 12. I really need to do that. But, you know, so far so good, kind of. So we're flying the Western Global Livery MD-11F today. And the plan is to go from Seoul, Incheon International, RKSI, to Tokyo Haneda, which is RJTT. And that's a 2-hour flight here today. I don't know what's going on with Elevatics. I can't seem to get it under control. So let me just go ahead and try Volanta for today instead of Elevatics, okay? So Elevatics is not working for me today, unfortunately. So let me try get Volanta under control. Let's see if Volanta works. It should. Let's see. Okay. I have added SimBrief on Volanta. Let's see if Volanta works. Connections. How do I get this thing to work now? Streamer tools. Start. Okay. Overlay is apparently running. So I don't know if you guys are able to see that. No, this is not it. Oh, okay. I think we have a tiny bit of an issue. Let me just add it. Let me just add it quickly. Give me a second. Okay. I'm adding a Volanta overlay. So let's just do that. And we're gonna make it, there we go. Okay, and okay. All right. Got a quick Volanta overlay there. Okay. Because the Elevatics just isn't loading, so I'm just gonna close down Elevatics for today. All right, brilliant. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some basic information about today's flight there. We're flying from Incheon RKSI to Tokyo Haneda RJTT, and our alternate today is going to be Chubu Centrair International Airport, which is RJGG in Japan. Okay. So yeah, we've flown this route a couple of times before, at least I have in the past. I don't think I've ever done a live stream of this route, which is what we're doing here today. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, just customizing that a little bit here. Let's see if that works. Okay. It's not too bad. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna put that in default for the time being there. Let's see, brightness. Okay, interesting. Contrast. Okay, interesting. Gamma. Okay, we're just gonna default all of that. Okay. Let me just see if it's possible to add. Oh, good lord. Yeah, about that. Okay, that doesn't work, does it? No, sir. No, none of these are working. Okay. Okay, so I guess this is the best way I can leave it for today. Yeah. Okay, that is better, isn't it? That's pretty cool. There we go. We're gonna leave it like this. Perfecto. Okay. All right. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. All right, great. Without further delay, let's get started with our live stream here for today. We've middled enough. This is a fairly long live stream as well, so, you know, no further delays. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started. Okay, First things first, let's take a quick look at the airport. Shall we do that? Let's do that. Okay, here we are at Seoul, Incheon. I don't know what that dark thing in the middle of that is. I have no idea what that is. There's some sort of a disc right there. I have no idea what that is. Is that a glitch in graphics? It's something isn't done right there. But yeah, anyway. Here we have Seoul, Incheon. This is completely default X-Plane 12. I haven't done anything else to it. I do have the airport enhancement pack running. But besides that, we've got pretty much nothing else here. All right. It's all looking good. All looking good. Not too terrible at all. So yeah, let's just head back down here into the aircraft and let's get on our way. Let's get on our way. I got Visual XP running here today. Might not have been the best idea because Visual XP, I don't know, it doesn't work well for me, but nonetheless I have it running here today. Anyway, that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's go ahead and jump into our cockpit here. Everything is in cold and dark. We're going to boot that up first. Okay, let's go up here. First things first. Let's go up here. If it'll even let me, give me a second. Okay, there we go. Gonna go up here, turn on our batteries. There we go. External power. Let's see if we have an external power available. Ground ops. Can I please have that? Thank you very much. And we'll switch that on. Arm that. Have all of that on there. Logo lights, nav lights are on. Logo lights, beacon lights are off. High intensity, this. That's fine. Let's do that. There we go. Here's the cargo fire test. I'm just gonna run this as well.
Engine 1 fire.
Yeah, all right.
Engine 2 fire. Engine 3 fire. Engine 1 fire.
Okay, that's fine. Defog is off for the time being. Ignition is off for the time being. Everything else is looking just fine. I've left everything else the way it should be. Okay. Anything else that needs to be done here?
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Okay. That's all fine. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about too much over here. Let's set that up. Okay, we'll arm that. Brilliant. Okay, that's pretty much what we need to do here for the time being. Let's come down here. Let's go to weight and balance. Shall we do that? We need to ground ops. Okay, weight and balance. Let's do the weight and balance first. Weight and balance for today, since I don't have Elevatics, I have to use Volanta for this. Okay, weight and balance. Total payload for today is going to be 172650. So let's input that, 172650. Payload, I'm not gonna change the center of gravity here. Block fuel for today is going to be 6385. It's a lot of fuel. Okay, taxi fuel is always 2000 for this. Yeah, it's pretty much always 2000 for the MD-11 for some reason. Gonna put that in there. Ballast fuel, I'm not gonna put any ballast fuel today. We don't have any ballast fuel. Okay. Enter trip fuel to compute. What is the trip fuel? It is 33,973, 33,973. Enter that as well. Excellent. We're going to apply the load and configuration to the aircraft and FMS. We are going to request. We're going to open that up. We're going to open that up. We're going to open that up. Okay. I'm gonna turn that on. We're just gonna open everything up, you know, why not? Just gonna open everything up. There we go. All of that is happening, ladies and gentlemen. can take a quick look outside, and as you can tell, this is Visual XP doing this stuff. Why is Visual XP being such a pain? Yeah, this is Visual XP, I guess. Ozone. No, I don't want ozone. What? What is Visual XP doing? I just want clouds. I don't want anything on the atmosphere. Yeah, I just want clouds with Visual XP. That's it. That is it. There we go. We're gonna put that like this, and we're gonna leave it there. Yeah. Okay, that is excellent. So we can see the cargo loading going on. Accelerated cargo loading here. You got the lights on there as well. That looks good. Looks good. Hopefully nobody falls through these open doors here. But for the most part, we're looking all right, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. Okay. While that is happening, and it will be really quick here. Let's go up here, and we can do some tests if we feel like it. Some hydraulic pressure test. We can do that here. If we come down to the pedestal here and press that. There we go. Hydraulic pressure test is going on. Let it happen. Yeah, we don't really have much else to do here. This is still going on. That's interesting. We can come down here. Let's go FM1. Let's input some basic information to our stuff here. From to RKSI RJTT. There we go. Alternate here today is RJGG. Flight number, as usual, I'm gonna go with FDNX. Cruise level for today is going to be, what is it? It is 35,000 feet. 350. Cost index for today is apparently 200. And there we go. We're going to initialize the IRS. There we go. That's done. Let's move on. Block fuel, trip fuel, all of that stuff already inputted automatically for us. Refuel quantity. I believe we need to put in the refuel quality, don't we? Yeah, we need to put the 60385. Okay. What? Oh, sorry. We need to put 60.4. There we go. Okay. Brilliant. Now once that's done, we can go to takeoff approach. Before we do, we can see that all the loading has closed up. So let me go ahead and say dismiss that, close 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 that, and off. So there we go. Everything closing up and all done. Brilliant. Brilliant. Once that's done, just got the chocks and the ground power unit going on here. Now, yeah, we should probably start the APU right now, shouldn't we? Yeah, we kind of should. We should run the APU before we start setting all this up. You know what? We can set this all up. Why not? Okay, all of that is done. Let's go to takeoff approach. No, sorry. Flight plan. From RKSI, our SID is going to be... What are we flying? Ego B2H, this one right here, and the runway of takeoff is going to be 16 left, so we're going to put that. Okay, and then additional SIDs, transition, this, that, it's done. Now insert that. RJTT, we are going to have XACL. Let's find that. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Oh god. Okay, there it is. XACL. And landing into runway 16 left is right. Okay, so it's both takeoff and landing is 16L. Interesting. Okay, now we're gonna have to input the rest of our waypoints here today. After Egoba, we need to follow some airways here. So it is Y697 to Lanat is what we are following. Okay, we're gonna put that in. From Lanat, we're gonna take Y71 to XAC, and that should bring us to a conclusion right there. Insert all of that. Flight plan. Let's see if there's any discontinuities. I don't expect any. Okay, there we go. Perfect flight plan right there. Oh, there is a discontinuity right there between the approach and the final. I mean, sorry, between the arrival and the approach, we got a little discontinuity that we can just clear off right there. Okay, checking one last time if there are any flight plan discontinuities. I don't see any. And brilliant. Okay, there we go. That's done. Takeoff approach. Let's have a look at the flex temperatures and all that stuff for today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the SimBrief calculator here. Let's see how that goes. Waiting on that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go and start up the APU here. So APU start, please. There we go. APU will fire up now. Alrighty, flex temperature for today is 60. I'll put that in. Slope and wind for today's takeoff is going to be it is 0 / what do we have for wind? Headwind 4 knots is what we're having. Okay, so we have a headwind component of 4 knots. Okay, that should work. Headwind 4 up 0. Outside air temperature today is, what is it? 26 degrees. It is 26 degrees right here. Flap setting for today is given as 15. I'm gonna put that at 20. I'm gonna do a 20. Okay. And V1 141, VR is there, and V2 is at 161. Okay, they seem to be a little under. Okay, let me try flaps 15. What is it gonna give me? 44, 58, 66. Okay, let me just try 20. Okay, there we go. That should do it. Yep, that should. If we go to the performance page, we can see transition altitude at 18,000, which is not accurate here. Let me see. What is the transition altitude at? Transition altitude for Korea. What is it? It is 14,000 feet. Okay, in Korea. Supposed to have 14,000 feet, and in Japan it's also 14,000 feet, so that's fine. Okay, so we're going to use 14,000 as our transition altitude today. Optimum and max is given here. That's all fine. That's fine. We're going at max climb, right? We're going at econ. Okay, fine. We'll do that. Economy climb. Descent transition is also 14,000. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Let's go to our progress page here. It's gonna take a while to show up. All right, perfect. There we go. There we go. Now we can do some custom waypoints and stuff, you know. We can put some, you know, can put some if we want to, but I'm not really gonna bother with any of that. Okay, great. We go back up here. We got APU power. Let's switch to APU power here. Let's turn on the APU bleed here. We turn off external power here. Come here, dismiss that. Parking brake is set. I'm gonna dismiss the chocks. There we go. All right, everything else is looking good. I'm gonna turn this on now. We're ready. Okay. I need this to go back to, okay, there we go. All right. All of that is done, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody in the chats? No, there isn't. Okay, great. Fine. With all of that done, our cruising altitude today is, what did we say it is? 35? Yeah, it's 35,000, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 35,000. So we've set that up. FMS speed here, please. Nav armed here as well. Runway heading. What is our runway heading? Let me have a look at that. Runway heading is... The hell is the runway heading? I don't know what the runway heading is. 153 degrees. Okay. It's 153 degrees runway heading. So let me put 153. Set. Okay, great. With all of that set, we are pretty much ready to get ourselves out of here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's pre-plan our pushback. Do we even need a pushback? Because the runway 16L is right there. Yeah, that's runway 16L. Yep, 16L is right here. Do we even need a pushback? No, we don't. We can just taxi out of here straight up. Okay, great. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, let's just get ourselves out of here. Okay? Great. Great stuff. We just need to check the stabilizer. What is that? 5.9 is what we need for that. Okay. 5.9. Okay. Oh yeah, we haven't powered up yet. Okay. All right. Let's get ourselves up and out of here. Just doing a quick check. Make sure everything is disconnected from our aircraft. Yes, it is. We are ready to do this. Okay. Beacon lights on, please. Ignition A. Yep, we're ready for engine start. Brilliant. Great. Let's start with engine number 3. There we go. N2 is rising. %. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and start engine number 2. Can put this on rejected takeoff. Can arm this. Okay. Sorry. Okay, looks good. Let's head back into the cockpit here. Start up our final engine. God, it's fine. We have a bit of floodlight in here, don't we? Just a little bit at least. Yeah, we do need a bit of floodlights. Feel like we need a bit of floodlight. Just a little bit, you know, just to light it up slightly because it is getting dark, so it's gonna light it up slightly there. Good. Excellent. Look at that. That looks great. Okay. I'm gonna head back in here. All of that is done and set. Let's come back here. We need to set this dial to 20. That's something that we need to do right here. And let's drop our flaps. There we go. I'll drop that right there. Okay, let's go back up here. APU power. Let's turn off the bleed there. Okay, there we go. And we're going to turn APU off as well. So we don't need that anymore. Okay, final check across the overhead panel here. APU is turning off. That is set. That is set. Everything is good here for the most part. Cargo temperature is low. That's fine. All of this is looking good. We've got that correct. All of that is fine. Okay, that is fine right there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, all of this is looking good. Just switch to B here. Logo, high intensity, that's fine. We can go ahead and put our taxi lights on. Sorry, put our taxi lights on. Okay, there we go. Everything else is good. Brilliant. We are ready to taxi on out of here. Okay. The only thing we need to do is the trim here, which needs to be on 5 point something, and I've forgotten what exactly it's supposed to be at. Let me have a look. It's supposed to be at 5.9. Copy that. Let's do that quickly. 5.9, please. Let me see. Is the control for the trim working? Yes, it is. So I just need to set it at... Oh! I just need to set it at 5.9 right here. We are ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5.9 set. Alrighty, we are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, and all we need to do is release the parking brakes. One final check before we release the parking brake here. Yep, we're ready to roll. Okay, excellent. Releasing parking brake. There we go. What? Okay, I'm going to give it a bit of thrust here. And we've begun rolling. Brilliant. We need to check the controls, don't we? Yeah, we do. Let's just head outside for that. Let's take a look. Let us take a look. There we go. We can see that the rudder is working perfectly. That's all good. That's all good. Brilliant. Everything is working the way it should. Okay. Okay, great. I hope I didn't just do something. Okay, fine. Great. We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there. Okay, we are good to go. Okay. What is this? There we go. That fixes that. Give it a bit of thrust here to get us moving, and we're going to head on to runway 16 left. We're going to get ourselves out of here. Beautiful. X-Plane 12 is amazing. EDs. There we go. Runway 16 left is this one right here. Okay, there we go. Coming up on runway 16 left. Let me just apply the brakes a little bit. Okay, applying brakes. Okay. I'm gonna let it roll slightly here. Turn. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, that's all set. That's all set. Let's turn the beacon lights, high intensity lights on, logo lights on as well. There we go. We also need to set up our TCAS. Where is the TCAS? TCAS to TARA, please. This one to weather radar, that one to system 1. Okay. Give me a second. I need to put the brakes for just a second. Come on. 5. Okay, that is done. That is done. System 1. That is done. All of that is done. ADI standby. XPDR to 1. Okay, altitude reporting is on. All of that is done. And let's get ourselves out of here. Great. We're ready. We are ready for takeoff. We need a bit of light here. We really do. We need a bit of light. Is the oxygen working? It should. Yeah, we need a bit of light there. I feel like we might need a bit more of light. Just like that. Yeah, that's enough. That'll do, right? Yep, that'll definitely do. Okay, that's better. That is better. All right. Great. 16L is this one right here? It should be, right? I hope to God it is. Yeah, it is 16L. Okay. Whoa, why is that looking like that? Okay, turning. While we turn, let's set that to nav is armed, profile is armed, auto flight once. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're ready. I don't know what this glitch is, but it's there and we have to deal with it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ourselves out of here. Okay. Going for takeoff. Just gonna go for a clean configuration here. Let's go for takeoff.
Boiler. Boiler. Boiler.
Sorry about that. Oh God, what am I doing? Okay. There you go. My apologies. Okay, we're having a hard time taking off here. Okay, positive rate. Gear up. What has happened to the display? Okay, there we go. Display is back to normal. Yeah, some sort of glitch is going on right now. I don't know what it is, but there's a glitch.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't.
What's going on?
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Something ain't right. What on earth is up with this glitch? There's I don't know what it is. There's something wrong today. Yeah, I think Visual XP is causing all these issues. I'm pretty sure it's Visual XP. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm gonna give it off to the autopilot here. Yeah, Visual XP has to be the reason for this. I'm gonna turn it off completely. Okay, hopefully that didn't crash the system. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Much better. Much better. Yeah. See, the glitch is gone. It's Visual XP, that's the problem. Sorry about that, guys. I did not realize. Put that back to normal.
Stabilizer motion.
Put that down. Okay. Nav is working as expected. Climb thrust 10,000 feet. I thought we were going to 30. Profile to 35,000. Yeah, that's what we want. There we go. Perfect. Everything here is working. Okay. I don't know why it's showing up like this. It's definitely Visual XP that caused all these issues. My bad. Okay, there we go. We've left behind Seoul. Incheon. Looks very interesting at the moment. I don't know what's going on with the graphics. Looks a little bit glitchy to me. This side is fine, but when we look at it from this way, I mean, that could be realistic. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? But here we are. Something ain't right here with the lighting. I really should not have used Visual XP, huh? So yeah, that is... Yeah, that is my bad. I'll remove Visual XP from the next flight onwards. But here we go. Let's head back in there. Yeah, there's some glitches going on. Alright, anyway. We're still at 5,000 feet. We can retract the flaps up here. That's great. Anything else we need to do? We can... The nose light can go off.
Stabilizer motion.
That's fine. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that looks good. That looks just fine. Alrighty. That's great. Let's come down here. We can power that off. Can actually turn on the dome light for a second. Just so we have better visibility. In here, when we come in for landing, we will turn it off and turn it back into a more dim cockpit for landing. But yeah, for now, we'll turn this on. Oh, we are climbing. Okay, everything is looking fine. What's going on here? I don't need to worry about it. It's all being automatically done.
Stabilizer motion.
That's fine. Do we need to leave this arm the whole way? Fine, I'll leave it arm the whole way. Okay. I don't understand what this is about. There's a little bit of a glitch here with the display. There's a little bit of a glitch here which I don't like. So yeah, that is not good. There you go. This display glitch. I believe it's because of I believe it's because of Visual XP that I started it up like this. I should not have done that. So yeah, anyway. 9,400. Oh my god, I can't even tell what's going on here. Something ain't right. Something ain't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use this to understand what's going on. Oh god. Profile to 35,000. Hold at 10,000. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, there's something wrong with the graphics today. I really shouldn't have started it up with, yeah, there's something going on today. Something isn't right. Something isn't right. I need to remove it. I need to remove that visual XP. I really do. Yeah, I need to remove it. Should not have used that. Yeah. There's definitely something going on with the graphics today. And I can't seem to fix it. Oh my god, now it's affecting everything. What the hell? Something is going on today. Does anyone know what's going on? Because I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Hopefully we'll be able to continue our flight here. I'm just going to switch off. Wait. I'm just going to switch off our lights here. 10,000 feet. Going to put that on automatic as well. There we go. Yeah, something isn't right. Something just isn't right. Wait, we're on standard? Why are we on standard? That's pretty much right. 1013, yeah. We are supposed to be at that. Oh, I don't know what's going on today. I've tried this exact flight before. This is what I don't understand. Every time I'm practicing something, it works perfectly. But when I come to the actual flight, things always go wrong. I don't understand why it happens like this. Okay, we're climbing now, finally.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, something is definitely wrong here. Look at this. Something is very, very wrong. Something is very, 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 very wrong. Something isn't right. Yep, I don't even know what that is. Never seen that before in my life, and for the first time I see it, it has to be on live stream. Look at, there is something so wrong here. Oh, God. You know what? for the time being, let's just switch the time of day. Okay. And we still have those glitches. We still have the glitches, but it's much better during the day, so. I've never seen this in my life. Oh, freaking hell. See, what other plugins do I have in Fly with Lua? Do I have? What do I have in Fly with Lua? Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Resources, plugins, Fly with Lua, scripts, SimBrief Helper. SimBrief Helper even in here? I don't know. I have 0 scripts installed in Fly with Lua. Okay. Okay. Fly with Lua is clear. And so is Visual XP. I've removed it completely. I have removed all of that completely. Oh god, I really should have checked this out before. I mean, I did and there was no issue. I don't know, man. Whatever. Still got that glitch right there. See that? I think it's, yeah. It definitely has to do with Visual XP. Anyway. Enough of that. Oh, there's another glitch there. Oh, God, I don't understand. Hopefully I can fix this up the next time we're in this damn aircraft. And I've got that issue of the cockpit being slightly darker than I'd want it to be. That's going on as well, but anyway. We're climbing pretty steeply towards our cruising altitude now. And it'll be a while. It's going to take us a while now to reach Tokyo. So I'm just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna hang out. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. Okay. There we go. This is a pretty powerful aircraft. It doesn't have issues climbing, does it? Oh, this glitch is annoying, man. What the hell happened today? I don't know. Something ain't right. Oh, did not know that. I did not know that. Shift. Oh. Did not know you can look around like this. That is so cool. Alrighty, now when we come to the front, we're gonna jump back into the cockpit there. Perfect. Shades on, shades off. There we go. It's pretty cool. Shades on, shades off. All right. Brilliant. Pretty much nothing else to do now, except just enjoy the views. We can do that as we fly along. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to some cinematics, but hold on a second. Let me just have this copy, bring it here, and paste it. There we go. There we go. That's more like it, isn't it? There we go. Looking good. Feel free to say hello in the chats if anybody's even watching this. I don't think so. But I'm just going to continue flying here. There isn't much else to do. The clouds in XP12 are looking absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so I'm going to be around here, hanging out. You know. That reminds me, let's take a look at little nav map so we have an idea of what's going on here. Shall we do that? Yes, we shall. So, there's Incheon International in Korea. We just took off from, and we are... Oh, we've almost made it halfway across the Korean peninsula here. So there we are, approaching top of climb, as you guys can tell. And now we're gonna cross the... What sea is this? Yellow? What sea is this? Yellow Sea? What is this? I don't know. But we're about to cross that body of water. Should be Yellow Sea probably. And we're gonna cross over to mainland Japan, around the area of Matsui or Totori. And then we're gonna fly across Kyoto here, Nagoya. We're gonna pass by Nagoya and into Tokyo Haneda, where we're gonna be landing at runway 16 left using the ILS. So yeah, interesting pattern here for landing. That's a very interesting pattern here. But anyway, more about that as we approach Tokyo. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. And yeah, I'm right here hanging out. Great. Alrighty. Since there's no one in the chats and I can't really see if anyone's actually watching this. It's been about 1 hour into the live stream as well. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna fast forward till pretty much the landing, right? So let's just go fast forward this to the top of descent. And before I do, let me come in here, go to the nav radio and set up what I need to. So for today it is IOC is the identifier, and that is 111.95. Okay, that is fine. There we go. It's exactly what we needed. Alrighty, perfect. If we come down to performance, we don't need to do anything further, do we? I don't think so. I don't think so. So we are looking okay. Okay, so for approach, we are going to use flaps 50. No, let's use flaps 35. So that's fine. So we're gonna use 162, 157. That is fine. Okay, given all of that information right there, let's go ahead and fast forward this thing. Now, how do I do that again? This is how I do it? I think so. Or do I do Control T? Okay, let me just try Alt T. Try 4 times that speed. Okay. 8 times ground speed. Yep, let's try 8 times ground speed there. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just proceed at 4 times ground speed for the time being. Hopefully that will be good enough. And let's land this thing. Okay. The autopilot is having a rough time holding the aircraft down. So yeah, I'm just gonna do Control T here. Let's try that. Okay. Hopefully this will help us reach quicker. We are going 2 times speed at the moment. There we go. The coast of Japan right there ahead of us. So yeah, let's see. Okay, we should be at top of descent in about, let's say about 10 minutes. Yeah, it'll take us about 10 minutes and then we should be there. Yeah, in about 10 minutes we should be at top of descent. And let's take a look at our final altitude. Final altitude is going to be 2019, or in other words 2000 feet is what is going to be the final altitude there. Okay. $2,000 feet. That up here. Okay, I might have underestimated the time to top of descent. Maybe about 15 minutes perhaps is what I'm looking at. Even at increased speeds here. Yeah. Let me try this. I'm going 4 times ground speed now. Hopefully that will help. There we go, 4 times ground speed. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and we got less than 20 nautical miles to top of descent now. So let's go ahead and set this up at 2,000 feet. God, what am I doing?
Altitude.
Okay, let's bring that down to 2,000 feet. There we go. We have begun our descent, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Brilliant. So let's see how this thing ends up going for us. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Let's take a quick look out the window and okay. But something is not right with my X-plane configuration. I'm gonna have to fix this up, but anyway. Well over Japan now. Let's have a look at little nav map to see exactly where we are. All right, we've just passed top of descent and yeah, we're coming up on our arrival procedure into Japan. So there we go. There we go. Not long to go now. Maybe about 30 minutes before we land here. Okay. There we go. Something is not right with X-Plane 12 today. Something just ain't right. Yep. It's having a tough time here. Oh, look. We're passing an airport. I don't know which one that is, but some airport underneath us there. That's great. Okay. Head back in here. All right. Descending very quickly. Why are we descending so quickly? This is very, very steep. I don't understand why we're having such a steep descent here. 16 nautical miles at 21,000 feet. Okay, I think that makes sense. Yep. Might be a little under. I mean, a little over the profile, but anyway. Coming up on the arrival procedure here. About 3,000 feet per minute is our descent rate. Nothing else going on. Japan. I like Japan. I want to go to Japan. Oh, look at that. Is that Mount Fuji? Is that Mount Fuji in the distance? I'm not sure, but looks good. There's Mount Fuji, I believe. Maybe. Let me have a look. Is it Mount Fuji? Yes, it is. It's 100% Mount Fuji. So if we take a look at little nav map, oh god, we can see it right here. See that? This is where we are. This is where the mountain is. Off to our 9 o'clock, and roughly there is Fuji right here. You see? There's Fuji. So yeah, that is definitely Mount Fuji right there. All right. All right. Cool. Heading back into the cockpit now. Oh no, don't tell me X-Plane's about to crash. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but X-Plane is not responding. Good lord, that's happening. Okay. Come on. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what is going on. Yeah. I think I think we got an issue here. X-Plane is completely and utterly not responding. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Hopefully it responds, but otherwise we're gonna have to shut it down for today. Yeah, something is wrong with X-Plane. Right from the start I've been having glitches. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to sort that out before I come back in. I'm pretty sure it's just Visual XP. I am very positive it's just Visual XP because I used to have issues with Visual XP and then I removed Visual XP completely from the simulator and everything ran just fine. Now I put it back in just to give it a shot, see how it goes and try it out, and yeah, and here we go. This is my first stream, I believe, or second stream with Visual XP back in, and here it goes. Yep, it sounds about right. An hour and a half in, yep. That's exactly where I would usually get the crashes if I had Visual XP running, so. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I think we're gonna have to call it for today. I think we're gonna have to call it here today. Unfortunately, that is a crash for sure. So yeah, I shall catch you guys in the next live stream, and hopefully there'll be a video that I release very soon before the next live stream. Hopefully, I'm not sure, but in either case, you're gonna catch me on a live stream for sure. Couple of videos coming up as well. Do check out my latest video. I did try something new out there, but anyway, I shall catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day, and sorry about that once again, but I shall fix it up and come back in for another one. See ya.